Hello, everyone. My name is Diego, and I work with King Charles College. I'm a student counselor, and my idea to make this video is because I get a lot of questions that they get repetitive over time from the students. Students tend to ask me the same things over and over. I figured I'll make this video to clarify the most common questions when it comes to going for a medical degree abroad, studying medicine, and specifically in the Czech Republic is where we work. However, there are other universities, but these answers are going to basically apply to most of the international programs when it comes to medicine. So for example, one of the most common questions is, how do I get accepted, or how do I apply to a university for a medical program when I don't have the necessary grades, at least in my country, or I didn't take any science before, or I'm missing one of the subjects, such as biology or chemistry or physics. And the answer to this question is that in the international programs, you don't need these subjects. Just to clarify, you need to know them, obviously. It is a demand when getting accepted, but you don't need to have them in school per se. You don't need to have them in your curriculum, in your diploma, or with your grades. Why? Because you will be tested by the university, and the university tends to give you an exam. This exam, it is based in science, chemistry, biology, physics, and you have to know it, obviously, in order to pass the test. But you don't need to have them from school. They will not look at your grades specifically, even though you must present your grades, but you don't need to have them in order to apply. Anyone can apply just by having a complete high school diploma. This is the condition. And again, just as a disclaimer, many different universities, they have different criteria. We work obviously with the Czech Republic, and specifically with Charles University, the first faculty, and also the second faculty, and with Palacký University outside of Prague in a city called Olomouc. For those universities, you don't need to have the subjects or the grades, like I said. And there are other universities outside of the Czech Republic, such as LSMU, Kaunas University, in which you don't need the subjects. Or in Croatia, we also work with Zagreb University, and you don't need these subjects in order to apply, but you will need them to pass the test, obviously. So what's the main idea of the programs that we offer, the foundation programs? The idea is that you are coming to the exams, to the entrance exams, prepared. You are very well prepared in these subjects. So it doesn't matter what you did before. Now you have your certificate from high school, and you're ready to apply to different universities, and you have to pass these tests. So we prepare you very, very strongly. The foundation is something that is inside the university. You will be preparing with doctors and professors, and you're gonna be pretty much assimilated to the university. So your conditions to be accepted to these schools are significantly higher than if you don't do these type of things. If you just arrive to an exam, obviously, your chances are going to be very low in comparison to if you are being prepared by professionals for many, many months in advance. Having said this, another common question is, okay, this is in Prague, this is in the Czech Republic. Our foundation is in the Czech Republic, and we invite students to come to the Czech Republic to study from Prague, from the university, for 5 or 10 months in advance. So how do I get accommodation? Where do I live while in Prague? And the answer to this question is, we work with the university, and the university has accommodation for the students. These dormitories, student dormitories, are very, very low in fees. anyone can be there, and you can have an independent room, like a separate room for yourself, or you can share with another student. Something that you must know is that you can also rent an apartment in the city on your own if you don't want to stay in the dormitories. I do have contacts in the city, and I can help. I will help, but students do this all the time, so you can do it as well. So that is not a problem. In regards to accommodation, the simplest way is to book with the university, and in this way you don't have this headache of where am I going to be living, or where do I stay, because with the university you can book in advance, and that's basically one less task that you need to solve. Another common question that I get from students pretty much all the time is, what if I don't want to do any foundation or any course? What if I want to just take exams on my own and apply to the universities? So you can always apply to the university on your own and do the test. But let's face it, your chances of passing a test without proper preparation are very, very low. These exams, these examinations and entrance conditions are extremely competitive, and it's just not enough with some knowledge from science that you achieved in school. You have to prepare. In 6 years of working with students, I don't remember one case in which a student just arrived to an exam with knowledge they have from high school and they just passed the test. I just don't remember any case. I remember cases in which students, they had a strong background in science and they prepared with just material that without the course, and then with their strong background and high discipline on studying, because you require a very good discipline to study every day for several hours. So together with that and with the material and the basically our support, they passed the test. So they didn't take a foundation, but these cases are also numbered, and I just remember out of my top of my head two students, they are in my head, that they did it this way in my 6 years of working with students. Now, what's another question? Another question is that I get from students very often is the tuition fees, and how do I pay for school, and I have to figure out how am I going to finance the studies. And yes, I understand studies in a medical university with the international programs they're not cheap. The investment is not small. Only in Charles University, in the first faculty, tuition fees alone for the international programs in which you study in English, the entire degree, they are about 16,000 euro per year. There are other universities, for example, in Palatsky, in which you can study for 10,500 euro per year, but still, it's not a small thing. And we get a lot of students from Sweden and Norway, Denmark, and the Scandinavian region, and the governments, they do help students once they get to the first year of the degree. But if you are enrolling to the foundation, the help is either less or none. For example, in Sweden, we have, from our experience, students that they received help from CSN, which is the body in Sweden that helps students. Not entirely, but about 45% or 40% were supported from the total tuition fees for the foundation. And you can try that in your country if you get some kind of governmental support, and see if you can get supported as well. There is another option which is extremely cheap if you compare with international programs. For example, the cheapest programs in Europe, which are in Romania or even Russia or Ukraine, at the time of recording this video, the problem with Russia-Ukraine is still going on, so maybe a little bit less relevant. But Ukraine, for example, was one of the, if not the cheapest option for international students to study medicine. And still in Ukraine, tuition fees for an English program in medicine ranges around 5,000 US dollars per year. So if you calculate, if you do the math, in 6 years of a medical degree, if you do one of the options that I'm going to mention, the cost of the entire medical degree is going to be reduced by half of the price of what you will pay in Ukraine. Yes, about 16,500 euro. That's about $18,000 for the entire medical degree. How do we do it? We prepare you for studying the local program in the Czech language. In 10 months, you study in English. During 10 months, you study science, you study chemistry, biology, physics, physiology, anatomy, and you get more than 1,500 hours of the Czech language. So by the end of 10 months, 38 weeks, you can apply to a local program that will be tuition free from the first year until the 6th year. So you will be studying 7 years, and basically in the whole 7 years, you will be paying only for the foundation year, which is 16,500 euro, which is again about $17,000. If after 10 months of preparation, you still feel that you can't apply for a local program and you still rather take the English programs, what did you do until now? You learned an immense amount of knowledge in the Czech language. So you're ready to live in the country for many years and being really a pro. And basically you are fully prepared for any international program in English. So having said that, we definitely encourage students to take the longer program because it just will give you better options. But obviously you can do a 22-week program, which is entirely in English, and you will reach an A1 level, basic level in the Czech language, because if you study in the Czech Republic, you will have Czech lessons. The credits from these foundation programs will be transferred to the university. So in that sense, none of what you have done is for nothing, because you're actually collecting credits and learning a lot and being prepared for the medical degree. I don't want to make this video too long, but these were the main concerns that students, they ask me all the time. I will make a set of videos so I can answer the questions of students. And if you have questions that I haven't answered on this video, you can write them on the comments down below, and we will make more videos answering more of your questions. But to summarize this video, I would say if you are looking to study a medical degree, if you want to become a doctor, if you ever dreamed of becoming a doctor, then this is a good way to do it. And we have been doing this, helping students for many years now, about 16 years. Not personally, because I said that I work only 6 years, and that's the truth, but the school itself and say the backstage of these programs have been going on for about 16 years. So thanks for now. To see you again, and do ask your questions down below. We'll answer, and obviously subscribe to the channel, and let's get you started in this medical career degree for you. Have a lovely day. Take care.